We're in the endgame now. We must stop Thanos. Avengers, assemble!
Ha! Fear not, Captain, for I have come.
Deadpool? What are you doing here? You're not an Avenger.
Well, see, here's the thing. Normally I wouldn't be here, but since Fox Studios was recently bought by Disney, I'm contractually obligated to show up in this shitty skit with a guy who couldn't get the zipper up all the way in the back. You know how it is.
Oh. Well. This is awkward.
More awkward than a sperm whale who can't come.
Welcome to Joe's Geek Show, the video series where we talk comics and Avengers Endgame. So Avengers Endgame is the culmination of 11 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that started all the way back in 2008 with Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk coming right after it. Movies helped to start a narrative that would span across 22 films and introduce an amazing array cast of characters such as Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Wasp, and most recently, Captain Marvel. And even with the vast reach of Disney being able to reach over into Sony and bringing in Spider-Man. And you've also got Doctor Strange and so on and so on. It was a lot of movies just building up to this. And Avengers Endgame is the sequel to Avengers Infinity War, which, spoiler for Infinity War, at the very end, Thanos snaps his fingers and turns a good portion of the world, more specifically half the population of the universe, into dust. And because of this, unlike Avengers Infinity War, where it was just such a huge cast, this movie goes back to basics and focuses on the core Avengers team with a couple additions such as Rocket Raccoon and Nebula. And even though Captain Marvel had a movie before this one and appeared in the poster, she really doesn't play that big of a role. And according to a picture that I saw that had all of the characters' times tagged onto it, she apparently only appears in the movie for about 15 minutes, which for me is just fine. I thought it was a proper utilization of the character. I'm glad that they decided for this final movie to focus on the original Avengers team. That helped really bring home and solidify this franchise. And really from there, it just becomes a trip down memory lane. And I really like that experience because I've been on the train since 2008. I know these characters, I've loved these characters. I am so invested in them that every single moment felt like something special. It felt like Marvel Studios saying, you've watched our movies for such a long time, here is everything you've ever loved about them, all in one complete sitting. And I'll say, the pacing of this movie I thought was really well done. I know it was a 3-hour movie, but I honestly didn't feel it. I mean, around the theater, I could kind of see, some other people kind of like, tapping their leg, shaking their leg, and I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on, and a few that did get up and exit the theater for a few minutes only to come back, but I didn't feel that toll being taken on me as when I started to think about the movie from point A to point B to point C, everything just flowed in such a manner that kept me engaged and focused to where nothing else really mattered. And then the third act of this movie, the final 20 minutes of this movie are what truly makes it that standout Marvel film for me because it was just so mind-blowingly awesome. I mean, there were instances where I kind of had a feeling that some of these things were gonna happen, but the way it was presented was just absolutely stellar. And there was a moment in this movie, I will say, where I actually started to clap, and then everyone else in the theater did so as well, and we were all cheering and screaming. I mean, you could just feel the energy in this room. Then, of course, everything winds down as the movie's starting to close and there's just so much emotion going on inside of the room. And I sat there after the credits rolls and I'm thinking for a second, this is a movie that made me feel like just every single kind of emotion. I was happy, excited, sad, tense, and just so many other emotions. We'll say if you have not seen Endgame yet, please definitely go check it out as soon as possible. I know that there are spoilers just filled all over the internet, and I don't want to put anything like that in this video, but I might do a spoiler discussion for another video. So let me know if you would actually like to see a spoiler video. And that completes my thoughts on Avengers Endgame, and I would like to know what you thought about it. Please definitely leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. And as always, you can look in the links in the description down below to get access to my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, and much more. All right, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.